what were we bantering about? I don't know where to go off of.
Different physiques. About Big Ramy and Chris Bumstead, how they took that photo shoot after the Olympia. And just, Ramy's massive and Chris Bumstead's massive, but they're just two different builds, but they just, I almost like Bumstead's aesthetic look. It's just more appealing humanly.
Humanly.
Like Ramy's just so big, and that's cool, and that's the awe aspect of the sport, where Bumstead's more the, art aspect of...
Yeah,
this
like
is a
Paris
clean
and shit.
physique, old school, and it was just pretty awesome to see them kind of side by side taking photos, because there's got to be 60-pound difference, and 60-pound difference minus Ramy's probably 4 inches shorter.
Is it really that much shorter?
Well, Bumstead's maybe 6'1", Ramy's probably 5'9", 5'10", so 3 to 4, yeah.
That's nuts.
So
So would you say that Ramy is probably taking mass gainer shake, whereas Chris Bumstead's taking All Bulk No Bloat?
Yeah, probably.
That's the secret, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference, is that one of them's on
So
All
if you're
Bulk No
wondering
Bloat.
how to look like that, I think we have the formula right here from Bucked Up.
That was such a terrible stretch. And that formula that we're referencing is, of course, All Bulk No Bloat. As of this recording, we have a new flavor.
Hold on.
On what part? So as of this recording, we have a new flavor, Swole Whip. It's one of our most popular flavors in the Buck feed, as well as Bucked Up pre-workout too, I believe.
Yeah, we sold out like crazy. We launched it last summer, the Swole Whip, and it was off the shelf. And everybody was saying, hey, when are you going to come back out with that? So that's when we launched the OG formula protein, Swole Whip. If you haven't tried that, it's a pineapple protein. It's one of my favorite for sure. It's bomb. Now we just came out with the All Bulk No Bloat Swole Whip flavor. So
Unless you're watching this 3 months from now, then we just recently came out with the Swole Whip flavor 3 months.
So now, or in 3 months, if you haven't tried it, try the Swole Whip. Because before we only had one flavor in the All Bulk No Bloat, and some people didn't really like it. It was the mango. Was it peach mango?
Yeah. The thing is, I actually love the peach mango, but All Bulk No Bloat is my favorite supplement, as you know. So drinking that every day for the past year, after a while I'm like, I want something new.
Yeah.
Right? I have like 2 energy drinks here just because I like switching between flavors all the time. I'm way too variety,
Now you have a little variation in your day-to-day. So.
Yeah. So I guess we could talk about why All Bulk No Bloat is one of the greatest supplements on the face of the planet.
You love this product. This product I know is effective. So maybe we should tell everybody, why do they want to take this product? When would somebody want to take this?
Honestly, I'm of the opinion the only time that you wouldn't take it is if you were leading up, with a week out from a show.
Probably because of the creatine.
Because of the creatine. That's the only reason. That's the only time I wouldn't take it. So my diet is almost always at a caloric deficit. I typically only eat 1 meal a day, and I notice a significant difference when I'm taking All Bulk No Bloat and when I'm not. I feel less recovered. I'm not as full, and I feel more sluggish too, outside of the gym even. But I love it because I would never drink a mass gainer shake because, again, I like having abs too much. And
if you all don't know, most mass gainers out there,
even
though they say maybe 50 grams of sugar, most of them, if you look at the third ingredient, is maltodextrin, which doesn't have to go on the label as a sugar, but it is a sugar basically, and it's a carbohydrate. So if it says 252 grams of carbs, those aren't sweet potatoes and oatmeal. It's maltodextrin in that weight gainer, and that's just going to spike your insulin. It's great sometimes, but most like you said, it's probably going to bulk you up and not the way you want. And so that's why I think we came out with this is we wanted a product that could effectively help you add weight, volumize your muscles, as you said, and make you feel better without the high calories that are just unnecessary.
Yeah, so a lot of questions I've got via like the blog or like on my own personal Instagram is people saying like, how can this be a mass gainer if there aren't any calories in it? And my first response that I don't voice is, my God, you're an idiot. But like I said, I don't voice that very often. The second response is typically like, calories aren't king. As we talked about in our nutrition, like starting our nutrition series the other week, there's so much more to building muscle than macros or calories. It's all like, you have to look at the like pillars of muscle growth versus just like, I'm going to intake an extra 1,000 calories from this mass gainer shake and that's going to suddenly make me jacked.
Yeah.
That's not how like building muscle works. Like you need, and we'll kind of touch on all these, but hormone optimization, you need nutrient utilization, muscle recovery, and then obviously performance, right? Like those are pretty much, I mean, obviously you don't want to be at such a caloric deficit that your body's run down on you. Yeah. But your calories aren't the main priority. It's like your nutrition matters to build muscle, not the calories themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I know a lot of people wonder about an ingredient in this, the phosphatidic acid.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on that?
Phosphatidic acid is legit.
Yeah.
So, as most people probably know, we have muscle protein synthesis and muscle protein breakdown, and it's sort of the interplay between those two components that, to a very large degree, dictate whether we are growing or losing muscle mass. That's kind of an oversimplification, but like it's a massive component, right? Like, and we kind of go through two states throughout the day of like, if you're building muscle, technically you're in an anabolic state. Mm-hmm. If you're tearing down muscle, probably in a catabolic state, which would be muscle protein breakdown, muscle protein synthesis. So if you visualize your physique, like say you were doing a remodel on a house, protein synthesis is like the person that's continually, like, they're the laborers putting bricks on the house. They're your masons. Mm-hmm. But then you have muscle protein breakdown, which are just these assholes that little like vagrants that keep on coming in and like, I'm gonna take this brick down and like just stealing from your mason.
Yeah.
And so if you can just bring in like the cavalry to continue putting on more bricks faster than the vagrants can take them down, you're gonna elicit greater muscle growth. And phosphatidic acid does just that. It's like giving a super soldier serum to your stonemasons.
Awesome.
So that's like one of the big ones.
So we have the 0 calories, 0 sugars. What does 0 fillers mean in this?
Just like 0 artificial sweeteners and other like
junk you don't need, basically.
No things like maltodextrin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the creatine. We talked about the phosphatidic acid. What's another key ingredient that people should know about that's in the All Bulk No Bloat?
Oh gosh, so it has alpha lipoic acid, which is you've heard of leucine, which is we talked about it in the branched amino acid video. Alpha lipoic acid is like the intermediate like metabolite of leucine, and it's been shown to greatly increase protein synthesis and like it's like an anti-catabolic agent. There's actually like 3 or 4 anti-catabolic agents in All Bulk No Bloat to basically keep you in like in a more
So you're
anabolic
constantly
state.
building rather
Yeah.
than taking away.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're going to have things in there for hormone optimization. Again, the thing, like one of the problems with a lot of those like junk shakes, and even just eating like the whole idea of like a bulk, you know, like a dirty bulk. We've talked about whenever we're dirty bulking, it's the we just fell off the bandwagon.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's the easy way to just get past with like feeling good about what we're doing.
yeah, exactly. But the thing about overeating has been shown to markedly suppress growth hormone secretion, which obviously growth hormone is like the master hormone when it comes to muscle growth and fat loss. So if like you're constantly overeating, we've talked about this with insulin too.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt your insulin sensitivity, which isn't good. Yeah, so if you're overeating all the time and just focusing on only getting enough calories to build muscle, then you're actually doing yourself a disfavor because you're decreasing or suppressing your growth hormone secretion, which in turn can make it that much harder to build muscle. And the same thing goes with testosterone. Fat cells tend to lock up free testosterone. So by having these like two individual 1,000-calorie shakes throughout the day, not only are you getting an extra 2,000 calories that like aren't all that great,
Yeah.
you're also just getting, what would you say, like 1,400 more calories than you would really need. Like even on a muscle gaining diet, if you were like eating a caloric surplus, you probably wouldn't go over by 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
Right? Like what would you do? Like
Some
400 or
people think more is
500?
better. And I think the whole bottom line with this is like, yeah, you still need to bring in food and nutrition.
Yeah, of course.
But it's the nutrition that is key. And that's why we're saying, hey, yeah, you want to eat 6,000 calories, but are they good calories or are they just junk food? And then why this is beneficial is because say you are eating nutritious food, this can just help the uptake increase by X amount so that you're going to get the most optimal benefits from the food that you're eating for muscle growth. So
yeah, it's like, this is what a real lean mass gaining supplement should be, is a supplement to the nutrition you're already intaking to build muscle versus trying to replace those nutrients
with just calories.
Like it's like you should still be getting X amount of protein, X amount of carbs, X amount of like healthy fats. Then this just optimizes those clean calories that you're getting.
Yeah. So your body can utilize them. That's one other thing with, some of these protein shakes. I think I've seen one with like 80 grams. And it's like, I'm curious to know if your body can even absorb 80 grams in a protein shake in one sitting, but people think more is better. And that's not always the case, is keep it simple, focus on the nutrition, focus on quality products. So we have this All Bulk No Bloat. This is our Swole Whip, and I'm excited to try this flavor personally.
I'm super excited to try this flavor.
So if you haven't checked it out, make sure you try it and see the benefits for yourself.
Yeah, whether you're trying to get shredded or jacked, you can kind of come in between and get Swole Whipped.
Yeah, there's no calories.
Yeah, I said that, Travis. Sometimes I wish we could have a camera just to see Travis's face whenever I make one of my lame remarks. And he just like, why don't I start scripting them already?
We need to crop that in the spoof section at the end.
Anyway, you can get Swole Whipped here.
Right here. That's fuckedup.com.
Nice. I think we went over everything.
Hopefully.
I think I feel like I went off on a couple of rants.
That's good.
Which is kind of what I think. But I like how we came together on that